Okay, so you're about to see live me actually negotiate with a home seller, go to her property, and we're gonna find out, do I get the deal? Do I buy the deal? Do I not? Do I do negotiations? What kind of win-win scenario comes out of this situation? You're gonna see live, unedited. All right, you ready? Here we go. Again, my name is Franklin Cruz with True Investors. Let's keep this thing rocking. Bye. All right, so we are now at the property. Matter of fact, I want to do it like this. We are at the property right now. Here it is right there. We're going to check it out, take some pictures. So we've got all of the items that we're going to need to take photos of the property, get everything that we need necessary for this property. So you guys are going to be a part of the process. So again, my big thing is when you first start, make sure that you're establishing rapport. Then you're going to gather information, take photos, establish more rapport. Then you're going to educate, and then from education, then you're going to enroll and register them, meaning you're going to enroll them on why they should go with you, and then just flat out educate. And then once they say yes or whatever they say, then you enroll them and register them. That means fill out the paperwork. All right, let's do this. Okay. So first things I'm going to do is gather all the info. I got everything on me. Always make sure you got your handy dandy knife. That always helps out. Okay. All right, then we're going to take some photos as well and take it from there. All right, so let's do this. Let her know that we're here. Okay. Hey Mia, how you doing?
Ciao.
What happened?
I was here in February.
Oh, I got to take a video and everything, so I just want to give you a heads up.
There's furniture here. I don't know what happened in this house.
No, are you serious?
Last time I was in February, I put mom in the nurse home in February, but she was in rehab.
Oh
and
my
she
God.
went to March, May,
Yeah.
April. She went to long term out here to.
Yeah. You're telling me that.
No, I ain't been here, and I'm like. Oh.
How long you been here? Well, at least it smells good.
Person live up in here. But see, what happened is he's been friends with those people that own this little place, that are relatives.
Okay.
And
here, come over here so I can take some photos.
They came and they said, and I asked him, I called him at work. He said because they said they're not interested in this house, they're gonna tear it down and put some duplexes here. Because this house on the other side, the neighbor rents for $1,800, and those up over at that rent for $1,500
A piece?
Yeah, that's $1,500 a piece.
What?
Yeah, and that house on the other side, she paid $1,800.
The thing is, what happens when you rezone it, because it's zoned right now for single family.
Mm-hmm.
So to do a rezoning, that's grandfathered in.
Okay.
Meaning what happens is,
he said they talking about
this is not grandfathered in.
He said they was talking about around. He said they're gonna get back with him because they gave him that quote and said they had to talk around the round table.
Uh-huh. The thing is, that's a tough call, because then you got to figure out.
I don't know nothing about that.
Well, how much what you want to make at the end. You got to look at it like this. Yeah, because so you're trying to tell me they're going to pay $200,000 for land? No. And this is a small lot. For $200,000, you could buy something that you could put 4 duplexes on. Because what I do, I build all the time.
I got 2 houses, and I don't want them, and I have to fuss about it if I was going to sell it, because it's everybody at me about that house.
No way.
No.
Oh my
They don't
goodness.
give me what I want, but I just had the whole house done over in March.
No way, really?
The outside painted, all windows, 17 windows put in the house all the way around.
17?
I had the whole air conditioning inside.
Oh,
done over.
Jesus.
I had a water heater put. I had new doors in the inside. I had new towel in the house.
You did all that?
I mean, the whole house, and they was like trying to.
I don't know how you standing right now. 16 hours of work. You just used to it.
Yeah, I got today, tomorrow, and the next day 12 hours.
No way. Now you work 2 different facilities, or I gotta come around here? Oh, only Lakeland Regional?
I go to the other one. Sometimes they call me from office, and I go 4 or 5 hours for somebody come in late.
No way, really? That's insane. My girlfriend, she's a radiologist, so she does a lot of stuff for the house. You didn't want to do that? Here, come over here. I got to come this way.
She ended up getting a job at public corporate office making more money.
Yeah, but radio, I mean, shoot, more than 400, 500?
Yeah, her boyfriend, Beyonce, now they about to be married.
Oh, my God. I was like, hey, you know, Publix ain't that bad, though. That's a good gig.
She like to dress up, so she's in benefits. She does stocks and bonds and
Oh, okay.
like that.
All right, so this is the electrical panel, meaning it's old, so it needs an updated electrical. You're right about the roof. It definitely needs some love.
Oh, it's leaking somewhere in the back.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, this is a small lot. This is not a big one. They got tires over here. You need some tires? Now, you got kids as well?
I never wanted to.
Really? Because the 11 that you guys...
No, I travel a lot.
Oh, okay.
48 times.
Really?
Yeah, and I just got back from Puerto Rico, and I see four of my co-hosts from Lakeland Region and
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell y'all doing here? They all Puerto Ricans. Anthony was like, well, I'm not gonna have fun because I gotta drive everybody fucking ass around.
Did you go use the new airport that's going straight to Puerto Rico?
No.
You know that one's going straight to Puerto Rico, only like $69.
And it's gonna go to Atlanta, November, starting the end of this month.
Uh-huh.
And it's gonna start. They're trying to get a flight to go straight shot to Las Vegas.
Oh, that's not bad. I'll take that. How many times you been to Vegas?
I've been to Vegas like 6 times.
I just got back from Tokyo. I was there for 2 weeks.
I went to visit my nephew in Japan.
Really? How did you like it?
Then his stepdaughter decided to run away.
What?
Dominique ran away. They were in the military. And Dominique wanted to run away. She don't know nothing about that place. And she met a friend, and Sarita, her mom, was like, got in touch with a friend. That's the only way we found her.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, you 16 years old. You can't run away in this place. You don't even know nothing about this place.
Yeah, you don't do that in Tokyo. They don't play like that.
Like a year, she's going to school. But
I was like, you gotta stick out like a sore thumb. They gonna find you.
they was here like a year. She's in school. She was in school there, but they don't know nothing about running away there. You know what I mean?
Oh my God! You don't even know the language. You better use Google. You better use Google Translate.
She went to a restaurant and sat in there. Oh, that child got problems.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Yes, honey,
All right, so you
some
come
other
on.
guy offered him $179,000 here, but I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't know about this place, y'all.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
It's like rebuild.
Yeah.
He had it going with this. The county was gonna tear it down and rebuild, but
All right, so we got.
That's why he said he can't. He said he's trying to get rid of it because it's too much to try to fix it.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot. This is a. If you get it, if
she had started before she went to the nurse home, it would have been fine. Because his name would have been on, he could have stayed, but she went to the nurse home long term. And they wouldn't do it because she disqualified, because she would have to be part of.
Yeah. Any of these your pictures?
Oh,
No? So you never lived in this house? So she bought it when basically all the kids were raised?
Right. Well, the person was here. He came back here.
How the hell he came back here? Good Lord.
He came back here because she was by herself.
Oh. At least it got good insulation. I mean, it's got AC. Ain't that bad. AC works. Oh, you got another room back here. Oh, okay, so this is the extra room you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. It reminds me of my grandparents. I was raised in New York City in Manhattan, but my grandparents, we lived in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Yeah, 2-bedroom, 1-bath.
Back then it was feasible. You just adapted to that because that was the way of life.
But you know, there's no complaining about it. Like that's it.
Yeah.
We didn't have AC, so we just had the fans, but we didn't know any better. So it was just like, all right, this is the way you live. I was like, that's it. And then it was 1, 2, 3. My uncle lived with me. 3 uncles. Me and my mom, we stayed in one room for a while. Then my grandma and grandfather lived in another, and then my cousin lived in the living room.
And then you can make a room, yeah.
Yeah, we just made it, and then you did head to toe. You just slept head to toe. Yeah. That was it. You just.
I got some friends in Lakeland, but they live out on Rock Ridge Road. They kind of make when somebody stay on it. They make little rooms out the living room.
Yeah, you just make it work. That's it. You don't complain about it. You're just like. This back in the day when we used to hand wash.
I've never been in here until today because he keeps this locked, but I can see why he keeps it locked. It's a mess here. I don't know how to live in here.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this mold.
I already saw it.
You saw the mold?
Live in here.
This reminds me so much of my grandfather too, boy. Well, the sink does. I'm not saying the mold, but yeah, the old-fashioned stuff. My grandfather used to give me a butter knife and say, "You want to shave with me?" I would shave up. Yeah, this is bad. And he was living in mold. That mold is hot. That's a
Not good.
no, and you know that on your side.
See, my dad was a funeral home director. He owned his own funeral home. My aunt and uncle.
Really?
One here in when they lived right up the street there.
In Lakeland?
Well, Lakeland, my dad died, so they sold the funeral home because it was
Oh, okay.
their property, and they was mad at his wife at the time because the wife didn't let the funeral home that he wanted to have his body do.
Oh,
so
really?
They went. The sisters and brothers went and sold the funeral home because it was their property.
No way.
And even though my dad's wife, she was a school teacher for 42 years, but she had went to mortuary science school to, you know, to be a licensed embalmer and help him over the years. And she was so hurt. But they had one.
What was your dad's name?
Ambrose Austin.
Amber Austin.
He built.
I just met somebody who was Brian Hall. He was a funeral home director as well. That was his name, Brian Hall.
Brian Austin.
His name was Brian Hall, the guy I met.
Well, because my nephew Brian Austin just sold my dad's house.
Really?
Crazy. 6 bedroom, 5 bathroom.
Dang. Yeah.
I mean, you could put 5, 6 houses on the property. It's down Providence Road, 1912.
Oh, let me turn this light.
I turn off. And he sold that house for
what's in here?
400. That's some hot water heater.
Oh, you got the hot water here. Let me take a picture of that. So he sold it for how much?
$480,000. I'm about to scream it.
How much do you think it was worth?
Oh, I'm telling you, you should see if you look it up, the property itself, you can put 8 or 9 duplexes going this way on it.
So you gotta tear it down to do that. I mean, if he knows that kind of stuff, not everybody understands.
No, he sold it though. And I don't know. The people have refurbished the house. I want to go and just look at it. Just tell them, hey, this was my dad's. I just want to look at it. But they have refurbished it. They had big dumpsters.
Yeah.
You got people like, what is that? What are they doing to your dad's house? Like, ain't that dad's house no more.
All right, let me see here. Here, have a seat. Come over here. Are you like this chair over here? We can talk around here. Oh, this one's more cushion anyway.
We're all, me and my brothers like, but he got pissed at us because my dad actually left. What happened is my dad's wife has got dementia.
Okay.
And he took advantage of a situation. He took her to lawyers and stuff. He didn't tell people that she was just yes, yeah, you know, she could understand.
Yeah.
But that was really against. But see, my brother and my sister, on that dad's side, my brother and my sister, they don't have enough money to even put together to do probate. And I told him I'm staying out of it.
It's only like $1,800 for probate.
If I had 3, I had to give my husband one and a divorce, but.
Oh my goodness.
That's okay.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, because we actually had more houses. We sold them little bit by little as we was going. We didn't know we were gonna get a divorce, but kind of glad we did. But
Oh really? How long were you married for?
14 years. But his little it didn't come out till later. His mom said it was in him, but she really wished it wouldn't have came out.
What happened? What
He cheated and just crazy, wouldn't stop and.
Oh really?
And then his mom was like, "Oh God, he can't even buy you." I said, "No," because I mean, I don't care if he makes $275,000 or sometimes a little more, because he's a former of the union.
Oh, okay.
He might be in New Mexico on Friday and might be Tuesday in Miami. They fly him all around the place. He's all over the place.
He just like the women a little bit too much.
No, the raggedy ones. I'm like,
dang.
So
okay.
you have a choice. You know, we all have options. So
14 years is a long time though.
Died.
No. How long after the divorce?
5 years.
Oh my goodness.
I said, yeah, but that same chick you cheated with, start living with her. I said, you sold yourself to the devil, but. And then he was in ICU, getting ready to go to the hospice house, intubated, and then had her be able to ask to see. I was working upstairs, be able to ask to see if I was working that day, and he wanted to see me. I'm like,
are you serious? That must have been weird.
I said, I told him he was on intubated and was trying to cry. I said, no, don't cry. I said, don't even be afraid to die. I said, but I said, the thing about it is, you need to make peace with the Lord. I'm going to pray for you. I looked under the covers at his feet because he was really particular about pedicures. I said, ooh, your feet terrible. He started laughing.
No, you didn't.
He started laughing. I said, don't laugh. And I said,
So he was that bad. He was about to go.
He had pancreatic cancer. He had got bad. But I said,
wow.
You don't have to be afraid to die. You don't have to cry. You don't have to feel sorry for yourself. I said, because we all have to leave here. We're not here to live forever.
No
I said,
way.
but you need to make peace with God. I said, you plan on not being stuck on this side. I said, all the things you've done, I forgave you for them.
Wow.
And I said, but I'm going to pray for you.
No way.
Ian, the nurse was like, girl, you're a hell of somebody, because most people came up and was like, yeah. I said, no.
No, because that comes back to you. That's why.
Nope.
It says judgment comes from the Lord. That's it. That's the only one that has any kind of judgment.
Yep.
Yeah, I was married for 15 years, and then I had a 4-year-long divorce. And then she got with
2 years.
Well, I was 4 years.
We just had 8 vehicles, and 4 houses still left. But
no, she wanted to keep on going, and then she got with somebody who was in my Bible study.
Oh gosh!
And then not even a month prior or 2 months prior, we were praying for him because he was going through a divorce. And so it was a small Bible study too. So we're like praying on him, laying hands. He's crying, not knowing. In the background, he's with my wife, and I didn't even know. And I'm praying for her. And then when I'm going through the separation, I'm calling him. I was like, hey, man, you want to get together?
That's about like the lawyer, the attorney in Lakeland that used my uncle. My uncle used him.
Yeah.
And he was my uncle's going through a divorce.
Yeah.
And he was going with my uncle's wife.
No.
He's been disbarred, but it wasn't for that. It was for a number of things. My uncle turned him in for that.
Really?
But he's been disbarred. That Ken Glover.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Isn't he the same one that stole trust money too? Yeah, but stuff comes back to people. I'm like, karma's a real thing. I say, because even in what I love is on the story of Job. When Job had the dream with God, and then God showed him the entire universe, and he showed him the scary animals and everything else. He said, even this has love.
And Job had to give up everything.
Yes.
And reap what the Lord had for him.
He said, and all of it will have this great balance, but you just don't understand the balance. And I understand, hey, your whole family, your kids, at that time, everybody was perished.
You don't know what stuff follows when karma comes back.
No, you have no idea. I was like, you just got to be at peace with it. Understand that if you're righteous, everything will work out. That's why it says the righteous man is the son of God. It says, for the righteous will be okay. So you'll be good, but you want to do something stupid, it's going to come back to you now. All right, so let me go through a couple things. Number one, let me show you this. So obviously the property needs a lot of work. But what I did is I brought in a full appraisal on the property so we can go over what is the property worth, okay? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to showcase to you 2 different things. So just to kind of explain, how does property values actually work? Okay, so there's 7 steps to establish a property value. The first one is it's got to be 5 years up or 5 years down. Your property was built in the 1940s. That means anything that's sold that's in the comps is 45 or anywhere between 1940 to 45, and then below as well. So 1935 and up. All right. So it's 5 years older, 5 years older, or 5 years newer or older. Then similar in square footage. Even though that back room is there, but you still have to find other properties that are similar in square footage. So it may be 1,000 square feet or whatnot. Then a 2-story can't compare to a 1-story. A block can't compare to the frame, right? Then you have upgrades versus downgrades. So I can't compare a property that has all these upgrades that sold for X compared to yours that has all the downgrades, and we got to bring it up. And then also all the properties have had to have sold within the last 6 months. And then it comes out with a guesstimation of it, right? So, and then land is very different. Land is similar to like the building structure, but land it's got to be similar in acreage, similar in square footage. Where's the road accessibility? What's the usability? God, you gotta take it.
He in prison. He'll be home. That's a cousin of mine. He gets free calls on Mondays or Tuesdays. I was calling.
Oh my goodness. Then you got similar zoning, upgrades versus downgrades as well, any kind of wetlands, raw land, stuff like that, and then it comes out to a figure, right? All right, so let's go over your property.
They gave him 10 years for driving with suspended license.
He must have did more than that now.
Habitual.
How many? It has been like 15 times.
8. So the judge was like, I'm sick of seeing you, but in 10 years.
So that means he's going to do 8 years, probably because of time served.
I don't know, but he gets out next month.
No way. Good for him. Now he better not be driving.
He's supposed to have his license. They're supposed to help him get his license and all kind of stuff while he's there. So.
Oh my God. No, I think we're good. Okay, so here's your property. Obviously, this is the one. Just wanted to confirm, right? Now, the range that it's showing on value is ranging from 79 to 240. Okay, so now we're going to dig into it and figure out exactly where that's at. All right, so I'll put that there. So now this is the owner information. This is what's on record. Okay, so property is even if it says 832, but even if we add that back room, that's probably a plus 150 square feet. So then we'll say it's like in a 970 range. Okay, 5,000 square foot lot, 1948 build. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is go into the other properties in the area. What matters now is what has sold in the area, and that is gonna be right here on this, right here. Okay, so we've got sold property right here, 3-bedroom, 1 bath.
They fix it up.
Yep.
So I don't know if nobody living in it yet though, but I know somebody bought it to fix it up.
Now you got another one for 184. You got a one 272, 79, 85. Now what matters is also we need to look inside the property to see the comparison. So we're going to pull this one to the side because we're going to look at this again. So now let's see what the inside of the properties look like. So this is a little bit more data on every single property. Okay, so this is the first one we're going to look at. And that is this property right here. So 361, that's this one right here. So if you look inside, stainless steel appliances, all the upgrades necessary, there's a lot. You know, when you're looking at a brand new roof, a roof can be anywhere from 12,000 all the way up to 20,000. It all matters if the sheeting below it.
You should see my house before they did this.
Oh, really?
It's on the corner here.
Okay, I drove by it. That must. Let me see. Give me 1 second. My dad's calling me now. Give me 1 second. Hey, Dad, I'm with a client. Are you okay?
I'm good. I'm on my way. Just letting you know. I just left the house. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Oh, and then worst case scenario, can you call Lewis just to make sure he said he was going to meet you there?
I'll call you. Call me when you're done.
All right, no problem. Okay, thanks. We're helping a lady. The lady's got to move. She's older. She can't do anything at all. So my dad's going over there. And then my grandmother this morning, he had to help out too, because my grandma's older and she can't really drive. And we always make fun of her because she can't reach the pedal sometimes too. So she's still old school. She puts the phone book underneath the seats and everything else to try to scoot up. I was like, all right. Okay, so we've got, so now looking at this, we have to say, okay, they've probably done from new roof, new kitchen. A kitchen could be anywhere from $10,000 for everything, appliances, countertops, and everything else. So their rehab on this could have been anywhere from $60,000 to $80,000, right? So that's just a guesstimation.
Yeah, I did $50,000 on my house, a roof. I didn't do kitchen cabinets. I did roof, hot water heater, paint inside out, tile in the house in places. We did the air conditioner, central air heat. All that.
That's about five to six.
Took the tub out, made a walk-in.
Yeah.
New sink, new toilet.
Yep.
New tile in the bathroom, tile on the wall. I chipped that other tile.
You
off.
did the work? You didn't hire nobody?
I had somebody do it.
Oh, I was about to
say.
say.
Old tile off the wall and put the big tiles on the wall in the bathroom. 17 windows around the house.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. And then just like these are old windows too.
I did a whole bunch of stuff there, but it was like $50,000. But I saved up, so.
So now this one's at 184, and then this one, what it looks like, and the inside. It's not as upgraded as the other one, but it's clean. You know, it's got tile throughout, upgraded, new windows. It's just clean, right?
So you know, basically, person wants that. And I told him, I said, I don't know, you know, he want to find a house. He want to sell this house, but he want to find a house, something smaller.
Yeah.
With the money where he can live without having to do all of this and you know. Just
yeah. What do you think that? Well, let me show you the rest, and then we'll take it. So then that's the other property. So this one's 185, but this one needs a lot of work. So you can't see the inside. They just sold it as is. So that's that property, and then they did the same thing on this one. 79, and this needs a lot of work as well. So to me, these are really good comparisons of where it's at right now. Now this is 217, and if you see the inside of this one, again, upgrade. Totally upgraded. Stainless steel appliances, everything else. All right, and then you got this one at 213, and this one, same thing.
I wonder why those people talking that whatever them people that run the place next door.
What's that?
That they will give him. They said it started at 179, 179, and the guy came in here.
I think. See, what comes up is there's two. I've been doing this now for about since I was in the military, so now 20 some odd years, right? And there's two types of investors. There's one type of investor that doesn't do this. They talk a lot, and what they do is they lock up contracts, and they do their best just to sell it for a profit. But then usually about 70% of the time, they never sell it. And they have to go back to the person and say, hey, I'm sorry, I couldn't sell it for a profit. And they give it back to you, right? And then you got to do it again, right? So now you already got a bad taste in your mouth. Then there's the other type, kind of like me. And what I do is I assess it. I'm like, all right, what is the best scenario? And I'm going to give you 3 different options. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to give you my personal opinion. Hey, if I buy the property, for example, there's a slow option. I call it fast, slow, creative, right? So the first thing is, what's the facts? The facts is the property has no mortgage, right? So there's 0 mortgage, which is a positive. The second thing is the goal, and correct me if I'm wrong, the goal is that you just want to make as much money as possible without any stress. Mm-hmm. Am I close, or is there something else?
Pretty much, you just want to make, you just want to find a place, and his brother got some, on his daddy's side, his brother got some legal issues that's cost $10,000, so he want to pay that out for him. Okay. And he want to find a small, maybe 2-bedroom house for him, and
so realistically, in his head, where is he at financially that he needs to make?
He don't even know how to do this. He's having a.
Oh, so this is on you.
I'm just kind of like the in between.
So what after seeing the comps, like what are you thinking that you want to kind of go at in a sense of a number, if you could make something, which you're gonna make money. Now it's just like, do I want to make it right now or do I want to wait a while?
I don't even see. To be honest with you, I haven't a clue, and it's just for something like what here. I don't. If it was my place, either one of my houses, I could say, hey, but. All
right, so let me give you some examples then. Let me show you what I'm thinking, what I would do in your scenario then. Okay. All right, so we got fast way. So the fast way is, let's say I purchased the property, but I've got to make money on it, right? Mm-hmm. So I need to make on this particular property. Usually we have to make at least $25K or more profit, right? Mm-hmm. Basic numbers. Now I'm going to show you also some basic math as well. So when you do this, when I purchase the property, I'm also going to have to resell it for a profit. So I know the comps are at about 205, but that's perfect condition, right? So that means I've got to rehab it and I got to make a profit. So the rehabbing, I personally think is probably going to be more like 80-ish, is a big rehab. And then also I need to make a profit. So then when you look at 205, and you know this, from closing cost is about 1.6%. That's closing cost, taxes, and everything else. And then if I got a realtor commission, that's 3% on each side, that's about 6%. So that comes out of that 205. So 205, then plus the 1.6. So it's 7.6% of fees. Okay, so that would look like 7.6, $15,000 of just fees, right? So then I've got to at least make my profit. I've got the 80,000, and then I've got fees, right? So now I'm going to minus everything off. So 205 minus 80,000 minus 25,000 minus 15,000. So that means for it to work, I need to be able to purchase the property for about 84 on this side. This is the fast. Now here's the slow side. The slow side is I also work with Remax, right? And so my partner, his name is Adam, he does a great job. What we do is we do professional photography, we do drone work, we make this look as beautiful as we possibly can, and then we put it on the market for its max money. So you can make as much money as possible. Personally, I think if we put it on the market, I think in that 99,000 range. Now again, there's still going to be the 6%, 1.6% closing costs. All this is still going to be there. That doesn't change anything. So if you go from that is going to be 7.6%. You got about 7,240 minus 99,000. So you may be able to walk away with about $91,000. Okay, and 90,000, that could happen in a month, to 3 months, or plus, right? Probably we could start off a little bit more and say, hey, why don't we give it a shot? Because anything that anybody sees in that 100 range, a young couple, not me and you, because we're older, we don't want to do that. But younger people in their 20s may say, hey, babe, why don't we buy this and we do it? But they can afford it. $115,000 property could be a huge win for somebody, right? I mean, that's still not a bad number. It'll get attraction.
These like people like flipping houses that's buying what you're saying?
No, you'll probably get somebody in here that just says, hey, I want to buy the property straight out. It won't even be a flipper. You'll probably get a flipper, but you may be somebody say, hey, why don't we just buy it for us? And then they'll just slowly buy the property. Because it's $115,000 is low. They may be able to fix it. Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember when I was, that's what I did. I bought my first property. I fixed it up with me and my dad.
It was, I can still remember it. But
oh, it was tough. I remember 664 mascot.
When I sold it, I made more. I made like 3 times what I bought it for. But we had this. My dad had somebody come do along the way. We was doing stuff, upgrade, and stuff gold and everything. Made it look so nice and put the little blocks on the end, like basically like that little house you saw, and fix it up. But
it's a lot of work. But people like doing it. So I'm like, we call my dad. Give me a second. I gotta tell him to call my dad. He is on his way. Okay, perfect. Okay, so then you got the creative side. So the creative side, because you have no mortgage. So what it could be is say, okay, I will pay you, let's say I'm gonna pay you $90K. I'll pay you, let's say, $10K right now, and we're gonna create a note for $85K. But how you're gonna help me, how I scratch your back, you scratch mine, this is only an option. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna actually spend the $80,000. I'm gonna rehab the property. And then once I rehab the property, I'm gonna sell it for the $205. But what happens is my interest is a lot lower because now I don't have to pay you out initially. I could just pay you 10, let me rehab the property, and then I could sell the property. And then when that happens, I'll pay you more than you were going to make because you helped me out and I have to pay no interest. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is an option as well. So out of these 3 options, purchase it fast, we could possibly do that. Or we could see, hit the market at 115 or higher and see what happens with the market. Or we could do something creative. Out of these 3, which one are you kind of leaning towards?
I don't know. I'm going to ask him. I could take a picture of this.
Yeah. You can take a picture. Or I could explain it if you want to get him on the phone. I don't mind.
He can't really answer right now. He just come on his lunch break, and that place where he works is real stickler.
Okay.
It was right before you came.
Got it.
I can explain it to him.
Yeah. That's not a problem at all. And then what we'll do, if you guys want to do, like, let's say the listing route or this route or the creative, let me know. I'll come back. We sign the agreement, and then we can move forward.
Okay.
Yeah. Any questions on your side? Like if you had to lean which way, what do you think?
See, me personally, I've never gotten in. I just so grateful and so blessed. I don't have to ever get in a push come to shove thing. It's like buying a car. I never go when I need a car. And then, it's just like I've always been. So I can't even say what way I would go. But I mean, with him, I just feel like the fast way, but I'm gonna talk to him. He gets off at 5:30. I just feel like the fast way. He might even be going the slow way, but I don't know. Yeah,
I personally think if you're gonna go any way, if I was in your boat, I would test the market. I would test the market because this may be fast too.
With this is all included with the realtor who's ever putting it on the market.
Yeah, that's us. Okay. So that's us. So there'll be.
All that's included.
I've got everything is included. So what would happen is we probably start the market, let's say at 125-ish. So then we can make sure that you walk away with about 115-ish.
But I just want to make sure that you're what you.
Everything is inside there. You don't have to pay anything. Yeah, everything is inside. Well, we're gonna. The biggest thing when I come out is normally I don't go this route. But my biggest thing is I just want to make sure, about 125-ish.
But I'm listening.
So the goal for me is to make it a win-win for the seller and to make it a win-win for everybody. So you don't have to pay for the drone work. So it would be what we call professional photography. So you got professional photography. Then you also have drone work. And that's the drone video with the photography as well. and then we put it on the MLS, showcasing the best that it could possibly show. Yeah. And then what you could do is I'll give you all this, so you could also show him the actual comps too. You could take a picture of that if you want and give that to him.
I can explain the comparison stuff to him.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I'll do is I'll at least keep it with you, just so in case he has any questions, he want to read through it, he's more than welcome. Because then he could see that, hey,
Usually see.
exactly. Because when you see what's actually closed, that's it. So my personal opinion is, you see this one sold for $79, but look, $672. The good thing is you're right next to the lake. You're in a good area. That's the positive note. The biggest thing is
Hospital, police department.
exactly. But now you've got to take advantage of the time frame. So you're in a perfect time frame. Hey, let's put it on the market as quickly as possible because people are off during Thanksgiving and Christmas. So if we can get the photography done, we can get everything done. Boom! Right during Christmas, when everybody's off for about a week, it's showcasing the product. Exactly. Perfect. Any questions at all, man? When do you think you'll be able to get back to me and let me know?
What's today? Wednesday, Tuesday? What's
Yeah.
today? Tuesday?
Today's Wednesday.
Oh, last Wednesday. Friday, 2 more days, 2 more days. I'll get to you probably tomorrow. No later than Friday.
Okay, perfect. All right, you've got my number, and let me give you my card as well. Perfect. Here you go.
Okay. How long you been doing this?
20 plus years now. Yeah. 20 plus years. For a long time, for about 4 years, I trained throughout the country teaching other people how to do it.
Okay.
And then probably when I went through the divorce, then I was like, I want to get more into development. So actually we have a new builds. I'll show you one of the new builds we're building right now. So we're building new houses right now, but I still love this because every time I do this, I always get referrals for land and other things. So I always tell people,
I told him, I said, I don't know. I'm like, look, I went through a home buyer's class and I know how to buy a house, but to go through a realtor and I said sometimes even this realtor that's selling you the house, that's selling the house for you, they have homes that they can refer you to buy another house.
Yeah, this is what we're building right now. So that's a modern home, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Yeah. And then so that's the other one, the side by side. 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath, 1-car garage, 22-foot high ceilings right when you walk in. This is it right here. Let me see the inside. We're just cleaning up the kitchen area. Where is it at? They're finishing painting the inside right now. This is what it looks like. Here, where is it at? I just have this picture here. This is not even, so you see this is all quartz as well. We put like the little waterfall. And then you've got the other side of it is right here. That's the other one as well. So all stainless steel appliances. It's super nice. But we're building more of those as well. But that takes time because I had to learn and screw up a lot. It's like,
you gotta screw up in order to learn. So.
Yeah, to me it's like you always learn when you mess up. You don't learn when you win because you're just like, oh, that was easy.
It's perfect.
Exactly. All right, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Now you don't have to be in here no more with the mold.
Oh, no, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. I don't know what happened here. I'll tell you the truth.
Come in here disappointed.
It's February, so this could have happened at the time. There's no ventilation here either. It's just in that one bathroom. There's no window, but you gotta figure out stuff. You gotta.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Ain't none of my business. 'Cause I can breathe.
If you got any questions at all, if he's got questions too on the demo, they're not going to pay him $200,000 for a demo. That's not going to happen.
I came in here, I'm like, child, please.
I was like, they're just saying that.
You said the guy told me 179.
I'll take it and run then. If he told you 179, give me the contract, give me the $10,000 deposit right now. When do we close?
But the guy came here and looked, I said, why would he even tell you that? That man, and then you get around the round table, show them people some pictures, and people say, what the hell you said,
Yeah, and then I just showed you the real comp. So let's think about it. If he really knew what he was doing, he's going to go online. Okay, why would I pay $189 when I could pay $85 for a crap property that I could tear? Why would I overspend? That doesn't make any sense.
At all.
I was like,
I know a little bit about something. I know better than that, so I ain't.
Yeah, and these are real comps of what actually sold. So come on now. All right, well, I'll talk to you.
Thank you.
No problem at all. Any?
Today I had dinner. I thought it was a snake hanging, but it was.
Oh my God. All right. I will. Thank you. I'll talk to you. All right, so we're good to go. We had a good conversation, no pressure at all. At the end of the day, they needed 2 people to sign. Not every deal is going to be a sign right now, but the good thing is you're always building up your reputation. You're always doing your absolute best as well. Be straight up with them, and then we'll see what comes up, because at the end of the day, she may still be a seller. She may still be a buyer. Everybody just laying seeds, and I just got all their documentation. We spent over an hour with them, and we'll take it from there. All right. Hopefully you learned something. Bye. All right. So hopefully you got something out of this. Just want to say thank you so much and for checking out this entire video. Hopefully you got a lot out of negotiations. Some deals win, some deals don't. My goal is always to create a win-win scenario and at least show them with integrity exactly what they can do with their property, and we could create some kind of win-win. So again, if you got something out of this, and if you want to be a part of the community, go to trueinvestors.com. Truly appreciate you. Bye.